Good late Saturday evening. I am certified meteorologist Nick Kelly checking in on this May 11th of 2019. We are at least finally getting a break from the inundation of multiple waves of rain and thunderstorms that we've seen pretty much over the past few weeks. Granted, Mother Nature had to start us out with at least some light rain this morning. Thankfully, it didn't last all day. But she didn't get the hint when we wanted the cloud cover to answer along with the rain this morning. All we could do for the rest of the day was just hold on to the clouds after we dealt with the rain this morning. You can clearly see that from Indigo Sky, our time-lapse just outside of Seneca, Missouri. This was the rain in question that worked on through across the entire area this morning. Some embedded pockets of moderate rain, thankfully no thunderstorms and nothing in the way of strong or severe thunderstorms that we needed to be concerned with. In terms of radar estimates and rain amounts, most of us picking up around 1/4 of an inch, some of us over 3/10 or 1/3 of an inch of rain. Again, not a washout like we've seen over the past few weeks, but at the very least we are done with rain chances, at least to begin the overnight out. For many of you, in fact, we're looking pretty good from 7th and Rangeline late on this Saturday night, just before we hit the top at the 10 o'clock hour. The official numbers for today, because of the clouds, didn't really show much of a warm-up. We started at 50 this morning and could only muster a high of 59 degrees at Joplin Regional this afternoon. Keep in mind, we should be topping out around 77 degrees, so a good 18 degrees below normal in terms of average highs for early to mid-May, that is. Again, officially 1/3 of an inch of rain at Joplin Regional for today. So what can we expect in the days to come? Thankfully, Mother's Day is looking like a quiet day overall, and thankfully we will start a warming trend tomorrow. It'll be mild again. Keeping an eye on the few thunderstorms that may try and pop up Sunday afternoon. We'll see how those chances look coming up. Warm with a few thunderstorms, certainly possible Tuesday and Wednesday with another disturbance that'll slide on through during the middle of the week. And sticking with Doug's pattern, our stronger system, our next one, we'll be working on by next weekend, and if that holds true, we could have a severe threat return with that stronger system as well. So still some things we need to keep an eye on throughout the course of the week, but at least we're quiet. From the last check of Joplin Regional at 56 at about 9:45 with the north-northeasterly breeze at 5 miles per hour, everybody just struggled to warm up today. At least for those of you west of 69, you managed to get at least to 60 degrees this afternoon, but Parsons, Fredonia, Sedan, you lucked out and at least got to 61 this afternoon, while the rest of us had to make do with upper 50s to near 60. And at last check, most of us haven't dropped off a whole lot thanks to the clouds still in firm control. Most of us are sitting mainly in the mid-50s, and it will continue to be a slow drop as we go throughout the rest of the night and into your early Sunday morning. We'll have overnight lows only dropping back into the upper 40s. I think most of us start around 48 in the morning. Now, a quick system will be working in as we head into tomorrow. That could bring in a few showers as we go into the overnight right before sunrise. And then we'll look okay for the rest of Sunday morning and going into Sunday afternoon, with temperatures looking to go back finally into the 60s come lunchtime tomorrow. Skywatch Storm Tracker showing nothing in our immediate area right now, even though we continue to be socked in with the clouds. But you don't have to venture too far to the north and west to see our next batch of rain and at least a few thunderstorms that will be trying to sneak in from the northwest. That is all due to our next cold front at the surface. And on top of that, we have an upper low riding along with that front at the surface. These two together will combine forces and at least try to give us a little bit of rain overnight and then maybe a few isolated thunderstorms during the late afternoon on Mother's Day. Then we'll see what this guy wants to do as we head toward the middle of the week. And not to mention a stronger system out in the Pacific that's waiting in the wings as well. So let's time out how the week ahead is shaping up. We will continue with mostly cloudy skies to start the overnight, and as this upper low in the front pass on through, that could bring in maybe a few thunderstorms late Sunday afternoon on Mother's Day, and those chances look fairly slim. I'm only expecting 20% coverage all across the area. Most of you should stay dry for your Mother's Day. Looking at Monday, a break in between storm systems. Our system due for Sunday scoots off to the east Monday. Then we'll focus on this upper low. Even though the brunt of it stays just to our south, it's close enough to give us at least a few random isolated thunderstorms each afternoon, mainly looking at Tuesday and Wednesday. Despite that, that will not stop our warming trend, as we should be back into the upper 70s to near 80 for Tuesday and Wednesday, We will continue our warming trend for Thursday and Friday. Highs looking to go back into the lower to middle 80s, with Thursday and Friday staying dry. Then a deeper wave out in the Pacific will start to work in by next weekend. That will be the stronger wave that Doug, Michael, and I will keep a very close eye on. I could bring in some thunderstorm chances Saturday, but as we go into late next weekend, we'll have to keep an eye on thunderstorm chances because some of those could pack a punch. In the short term, the future track has us quiet to start the overnight out. We stay socked in with the clouds, though. Then we see at least some of those rain showers from the northwest try to sneak in. That could leave some of you to start your morning out either to brunch or to church in the morning with grabbing the rain gear. But again, most of you will stay dry during the morning. And even as we head into the afternoon with maybe a few isolated thunderstorms possible. So for many of you, your Mother's Day is looking okay. We'll just start chilly at 49 in the morning, 64 by noon, and then we'll have afternoon highs topping out around 68. Your 7-day forecast has us back near 70 on Monday with mostly sunny skies, and back into the upper 70s to near 80 Tuesday and Wednesday, with again another weak wave in the upper levels giving us some isolated random afternoon thunderstorms. 82 Thursday, 84 Friday. We stay warm going into the coming weekend, but of course, next Saturday and that following Sunday, we'll have to keep an eye on increasing thunderstorm chances and sticking with Doug's pattern on the next possible severe threat. Have a good night. Have a great Mother's Day.